Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This time around is gonna be special because I teamed up with fellow artist Sleepyuwus for a collab.
Hi, I'm Sleepy. My pronouns are she, her, but they, them honestly works fine too. Gender's a construct, and I'm a freelance digital artist who mainly specializes in character design and character illustrations. I love vibrant colors and I love nonsense.
Preface, this is part 2 of the collab. The first part is on Sleepy's channel, so if you don't want to be confused when we reference her character, head over there first, then come back to this one. There will be links pinned below. Now, if you came from Sleepy's video, ignore all of that, and congrats on making your way here. I'm Sich, a character and comic artist who loves colors, magic, and basically anything queer. If it's queer, I'm there. If it's queer, I'm there. If it's queer, I'm I don't know why I thought that would rhyme. A quick rundown of the collab rules. We each designed a character based off of a randomized color palette. When deciding the base colors, we're only allowed to change the values. Basically, how much black or white goes into the base color. We then made more finished drawings of our designs and are showing each other our process and the characters to each other for the first time. Let's get into it, shall we? My first concept was something with tall ears and big claws, and it ended up as some kind of like bionic cat alien. I just wanted to blur the lines between technology and what was part of her body. I tried a bunch of different color palettes, but I just felt like it wasn't working for the theme so I ended up trying something different. So I ended up making this new design, and they're sort of like a druid with owl characteristics. So I gave them a bunch of layered clothing with a ton of little embroidery and doodads and stuff. And I had big plumes on their head, kind of like a long-eared owl. Also to blur the area between natural and unnatural. Are they plumes, a part of her hair, or are they just ears?
It reminds me of the characters from, is it The Last Guardian? Is that what that game is? With cat, dog, giant thing. But it really reminds me of the aesthetic of that, and I really loved the aesthetic of that game and its characters. And I think this looks so cool so far.
It's kind of like Ghibli vibes and something else that I also can't figure out. So yeah, they're some kind of forest spirit, and I made a little face for them because the owl is actually a mask, just in case, but I ended up just keeping the mask on. So I was struggling with a bunch of thumbnails. I just wanted it to show off the design while also having it be compositionally appealing. And I changed around a bit of the colors because it was I always have a colors in mind when I do the little tiny one, and then it doesn't look as good when it's blown up.
Yeah, I do. I felt the exact same thing. That's why I removed those patterns later. It just wasn't vibing anymore.
Yeah. So the way I color, I do a bunch of layer masks, and I actually used all of the colors in the palette for the layer mask. They just look different because it alters the colors a little bit, but I did use variations of the palette. So when I render, I have a color jitter brush, so it slightly varies the colors.
God, I need to find a good one. I'm still I only got Procreate in October of last year, and I need a good color jitter brush. I miss my old Clip Studio one so much.
Yeah, I kind of just choose a brush texture I like, and then I just make my own. So my favorite parts that I always do, I add bright rim lighting. I use a saturated version of the teal color on one end, and then a saturated version of the pink. Pause from editing me. If you're wondering where I got the pink from, this is actually a dark desaturated pink. To balance it out, I added some green rim lighting because I'm obsessed with colors, as you can see. So yeah, I think that's it. Ta-da!
Ta-da! It looks great. I'm a sucker for vibrant colors. The more colors, the better in my book, and the brighter they are, the better in my book. So this is right up my alley. I also love bird aesthetics. I think it's just something really fun to work with, and I think you did amazing. I think this is so cool. I love the colors. I love the details on the outfit. It looks so cool.
Thank you. Details are usually something I struggle with, so having to do all the like tiny little flower embroidery and everything. It was like a challenge for me, even though it's kind of like abstract because it's just like rendered over and like kind of in the distance, but still, I'm really proud of this. Editing me again. So even though I like this end product of my character, something about it still felt like it was missing something. For Sleepy's illustration, she mentioned pushing out of the boundaries and exploring her art style. And I felt like this drawing didn't really exhibit my ideal art style as much as I would have liked. So in the middle of editing this, I made another one. Using one of the thumbnails from before, I did an illustration showing off a bit of perspective and flowy, dynamic, and colorful art that I think exhibits my art style well. With both art combined, I'm finally satisfied, and both Sleepy and I's concepts and illustrations work well next to each other.
Like, I think this was such a fun idea, and I was like a little worried when I first saw our color palette, but then I was like, oh, I don't know about this one.
Meme. I don't know.
But I think we both like really did amazing things with the color palette, and it's interesting to see our ideas side by side. And I still think it's also super interesting that we both first went to space or alien sort of vibes.
I kind of want to just like design that alien cat so she can be friends with your character now. At this point in editing, I've already finished her designs, so more on that in the future.
They could be besties. They could be aliens on an adventure.
Besties, yes.
They were roommates. I wonder if the reason we both first went to aliens was because of like the teal or the blue, that we both like, oh, aliens. I wonder if that color had been a different color if we had went to aliens first, because I don't think I would if that hadn't been that color.
Well, it's just so fun to see these things. These artists like come up with like completely different things. Like it's just like really telling for their like art style and like their brain. If you also checked out after the 10,000th like I said in that word vomit, basically what I was trying to say was when you have multiple artists working on a challenge, it's cool to see what they each come up with and what kind of genre or concept their brain turns to first.
This was fun, and I'm excited to do more things. We did it!
Yay! And there we have it, our color palette characters. This took a lot of back and forth between the planning, making the art, and editing. But it was really fun having the opportunity to collab with Sleepy, and I'd hands down do it again. Why am I so out of breath? Jesus Christ. Leave a like or comment down below what kind of collabs you'd like to see. Or if you'd like to see us make some lore for the alien girlfriends. We've already brainstormed whole ass paragraphs of lore, so the space gays are inevitable. Anyways, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload, because art is kind of inconsistent. Go over and support Sleepy too. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Now recording.
Oh god, you're so creepy.
Why does it sound like that? I hate it so much.
Now recording. The voice is just unnecessary. Craig's face in the call, compared to yours, you guys are like staring. Both of you just staring at each other.
Okay, gotta improv this. My self-awareness is like 0.
What are you eating? What?
I just yap a lot.
Certified yapper.
Literally. That's in my Twitter bio.
Is it really?
It not that exactly said, I'm a yapper, be warned.
Oh.
But yay, we did it. I keep saying that because I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to wrap this up.
I know.
Goodbye. I'm good. Send us the calls
Just go,
overall.
well, and then
Well.
hang up. Well.